Hey everyone, welcome to Heather's Hot Topics. Please give a warm welcome to the Hawaiian Tejano Queen, Chrissy E.
Aloha! Thank you,
Thank-
Heather, for having me.
Well, I'm excited to have you. You know that I am a huge fan, and I'm not just saying that because we're friends. I really am a huge fan,
Honor.
and so I'm so excited for you to be here and to talk to us and to tell us about your new projects and everything that you got going on. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself? How did you get started in music?
So, of course, like everybody says, right? They started since they were little, but I been singing professionally for 3 years. Uh, it all started when my dad built a picnic table. He built a picnic table, and I would use that as my stage. I would, what inspired me was seeing like Star Search, seeing Domingo Live, Johnny Canales, Sábado Gigante. Do you remember that?
Yes, Sábado Gigante, of course, Johnny Canales, and Star Search. That that one was
Yes.
like they canceled it for a little bit, and then it came back again.
Hmm.
And I remember just being like, I want to go on there, but I was never brave enough to do that.
Yes. So all of that gave me an inspiration growing up. And then, of course, like I said, I would use the picnic table as my stage, and I would imagine, me singing. And I never thought in a million years that I would be here as a Tejano artist today. But yeah, that's how I started.
Thing. And isn't that so cool that we all kind of our first stage is always something, like you said, a picnic table that your dad built, and that must have been so special, knowing that he put his energy and hard work into making, your stage. That's probably what he made it for.
So
Mm,
every time I'd be out there singing, I used to have like either like the remote control or the brush, and I'd
mm,
be singing. He was outside cleaning and stuff like that, and I think he saw like potential in me because every time, those shows would pop up, he would call me inside and sit me in front of the TV, and he would always ask me if I wanted to be, a part of that, like if I wanted to start a band, or, if I wanted to be on the Domingo Live, I wanted to be in Johnny Canales, but I was,
mhm.
you know, so I would tell him no.
I think it takes a lot of guts to do that, and the kids that do that, they're so brave, And I remember watching Britney Spears when she
Hey,
was on Star Search, and where she,
Galera.
Christina Aguilera, I believe Justin Timberlake was on there.
Yes.
And so, did you ever try out for like American Idol or anything like that?
Did so it wasn't like it wasn't the judges, it was the crew. They were looking for for singers.
Yeah.
They came to Corpus one time, and they had like a little search for American Idol. And I remember going. They had it like it was a cable company called Grande back then. And I went. I was really nervous. They gave me 3 chances to sing, and I sang a country song. Because that's
Yeah.
a mine. I was still really young, and I was scared, and shy at the time still. And the moment I started singing, I forgot the words to the song, and I was like, "Oh my word!" Like you know, I went blank, and I couldn't. And so the guy goes, "We're gonna give you another chance." I was like, "Okay." And I started all over again, and again I just went blank, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what to sing." Like nothing else came to mind. So
Mhm.
after that, they were gonna tell me, okay, next, but the somebody in the audience was like, give her another chance, and I'm like, oh my god, okay. So then they gave me one more chance, and I still didn't get it.
Oh my God. That is so crazy because the nerves do, they get to you. And that's happened to me so many times. It was so embarrassing was when I sang the national anthem at a
Oh
baseball game.
yes.
And I messed up the words. I repeated something like, yeah, and then I got confused and I was like, oh God. And so then I just kind of like finished it. And the guy called me and he was like, yeah, we're not gonna be able to have you sing it anymore. I got fired. It was so embarrassing.
Twice.
That happened to you twice? Oh
Mhm.
my. Well, now I have my recorded version of it, and
Mhm.
if I have to do like an outside event where I sing that song, a lot of times the microphone sounds like crap because of the wind.
Yes.
So my little trick is you turn the mic down, sing
Uh-huh.
it with your recording, and it's you give the people the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Mm,
It all depends, like you said, on the microphones. Like there's the good quality microphones that
that's
makes it transfers your voice really good, right?
I.
And then little microphones that they use like for karaoke where it kind of echoes. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Hmm.
I have so much. I tried so many mics. I have a whole bunch of mics all around the house, to be honest with you. And then
Yeah.
I
You
think
you did so good on your recordings. Like um your voice just it's so clear
yes,
and um it's powerful and it's soft all at the same time. And I think that's what people really like about your music and is that you're so versatile. Like you can sing pop, you can sing cumbias, you can sing rancheras, the whole Hawaiian vibe that you've got going on with your music, and that's kind of like your
your transfer.
trademark.
You can sing anything, right?
What'd you
You sing.
say?
I said you too. You can sing anything. You're transversatile too. You
Yes,
know.
we are what do you call multi-genre
Yes, it's beautiful.
genre singers. And that's really fun. It's not something everybody can do. And so when you can sing many genres well, I mean that's a gift.
It is, and we're
Yeah.
very
Le-
we're gonna make history.
We are. We're gonna make history, and I can't wait to work with you. I know I've kind of already spilled the beans because I'm so excited about it. I keep telling everybody it's gonna be me and Chrissy and two others that I'm not gonna tell y'all who it is yet.
I know. Let it be a surprise until
But we've
you know.
definitely got a storyline
Yes, we do.
based on true events in the Tejano industry.
It happens like, and it's better when it's true, right? Like the
Yeah,
storyline. That so I'm excited.
they say, when you write from something that you've been through or that somebody that if they've been through something like that, that the song really connects to people. And so
Yes,
I'm excited to write the song for us to be able to sing it and then you're gonna be in charge of the video. We'll make the video awesome because I want people to really enjoy this project. So I can't wait for that. But can you tell us about your new project that you've got going?
yes, actually. So I just finished recording my new song, which is called "Ya no pierdes más tu tiempo," and that'll be in all digital. It'll drop on April 13th. So I got that going. And then we're going to start working on two more new music videos for my songs Bailaremos Pronto and Te Ego Me Olvido. Because I think adding like the music video is a lot better so that people can see and understand the music, the song to the words better, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
that's going to
Well, I
be,
want to be in one of them.
yes. Well, I'm going to film both of them in San Antonio. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
and then of course, after that, for my new single, we're gonna start working on making a new also a video with that as well. So it's gonna be
You have
fun.
3 new music videos that are coming out soon.
I do, and then
Yeah.
manager, which is my husband, he wants me to record at least another 2 or 3 songs so that I can complete my album.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Well, if anybody out there wants to send Chrissy a song
mhm,
and she can sift through them, and if she likes it, maybe
yes,
maybe you'll have that beautiful voice singing your song. You never know.
so yeah, I've been
That's
getting a
the thing that I think as a songwriter, I would be honored for somebody as
lot
as with a voice as beautiful as yours to sing one of my songs. I would be honored.
sing one of my songs too. Like
I, I'm
Adita,
gonna I'm gonna add it to my performance. Like when I perform, I'm
that'd
gonna
be better.
bring songs that like my home, like for my friends in the industry. I would love to be able to cover, Bailaremos Pronto or um, even like Gigi's song Me Voy a Casar. I love that song. So I would love to include some of y'all's music in my set list.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about the process of recording that song?
So when I go into the recording studio, I normally take takes. It takes a long time, right, to do a song,
Yeah.
especially pronounce the words right. You have to have everything, the pronunciation correct. Because people will criticize you on that, and you have to make sure you have the range of your voice, perfect, right? So that the engineer won't have to do a lot of things to your voice, or when they do the mixer and mastering, it won't take long. So I went in there and my engineer wanted to know if it was if I had practiced it, if I knew it, and I did. But him and my husband teamed up and they were kind of nitpicking on me and they got me so upset. So that's why the voice came out a little bit more stronger because I was upset during the time that I was recording it.
It sounds so good. When I heard the sneak peek, I was like, this is going to be a hit. It's going to be another hit because it's different from what you've done before.
It's and it's more of the Tejano, like more Tejano-ish. People can dance to it. I mean, all my songs are great. I love all my songs. So they're all cumbias, and I have, of course, one ranchera, Te Llegó Mi Olvido. But this one is more like it has like that 80s feel, like almost like a, you know, back when, like I remember growing up listening to Jimmy Gonzalez, you know, Selena songs back in the 80s and early
Yeah.
90s when she started. Not a lot of I came across a lot of music of hers back in the day, and they have that little tune, because it's back in the days in the
But
80s. Yeah.
yes, we love
So
vintage Selena for
yeah,
sure. Were you already familiar with her older music like that, or did you just recently discover it and
uh,
realize that you
I
have a similarity with
I have
the way you sound?
I've seen here and there, like that one. There was one that I was dancing in the recording studio and it was it's a Selena cover. And nobody's heard it, I guess, because they were asking me if that was my song. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, a song. And I found it. I came across it on it. I just put on Google. I googled Selena's music in the 80s and early 90s, and that popped up. And it's called Amarte. It's a beautiful
Um,
song. And look for it. That's a beautiful song. And it was when she was younger, And
yeah.
I mean, I'm honored. They were like, "Oh my God, is that you singing it?" I was like, "No, that's Selena. I just put the cover because
Yeah.
my song out yet."
Right.
And
Yeah. You have to be careful. You don't want somebody to, steal the song or leak it or you know what I mean?
yes,
Um, so to me, I think that's so cool that people are kind of comparing you to younger Selena, and
I
that's
and also I also got Laura Canales.
yeah,
Never really really heard her songs. I know she was a great Tejano artist as well, and
yeah.
I know the legend as well. And they told me that I sound like Laura Canales in this specific
I'm gonna
song.
have to go and listen to her music now
Yeah,
because
girl,
I'm
do
not
it.
familiar with her music.
I was like, wow, her music is awesome. And it's almost as if I want to remake some of her, like do cover songs on her music now.
Yeah,
And she has great music. So I would suggest, yeah, to go ahead and look her up and listen to her music. It's great music.
for
Yeah.
sure. So all of us, we need to go and check out Laura Canales. We got to get educated on this, on the pioneers of the women, especially.
Us 80s babies growing up in the 90s, like we missed all of that. You know what I mean?
We
Because
did.
my era was when Britney Spears was around, Christina
Yeah.
Aguilera, um, Grupo Intocable was coming in, La Mafia.
Did you like the Cumbia Kings? Were you into them?
Yes, I was into them too.
Me
Yes, yes.
too. And we went to their concert here in San Angelo,
I seen.
and it was so fun. We were all in love with like we all picked like all my friends that went. We were like, okay, that's my boyfriend. No, that's my like. We were all picking our boyfriend out of all of them.
New Kids on the Block. Now
Oh my
tour.
God, yes. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Yes, yes.
That was
98.
our era. Us 80s babies, we really got a good deal because we got exposed to
we
the music was so good in that at that time. And I think that that's cool that we kind of bring a little bit of the 90s vibe, with some of the stuff that we're doing. I know that my music is very 90s inspired.
pop. It brings back like nostalgia.
Yeah,
When
it
I
brings you back. It takes you to a time when things were simpler.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
like this new song, it's bringing back like a nostalgia as growing up. When all of us used to get together for parties and they would listen to Tejano music and just chill.
Yes. The barbecues, I remember us having barbecues with the family, and we would have my uncle always had Tejano music blaring.
Uh,
And so that's why I got into it.
yep, exactly. Yep. So that's why when I sang it and then they put he did the instruments, I was like, wow, that sounds great. It brought back nostalgia growing up. I said I hope everybody enjoys it. I can't wait for the feedback of the fans, and the people. So yeah.
Well, I want you to introduce the song to Heather's Hot Topics viewers, and we're gonna give them a little sneak peek.
Yes. So this is my new single called Ya no pierdes más tu tiempo, which basically is don't waste your time or don't waste your time, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ya no
don't waste time anymore.
Él me trata con cariño y los sabor de sus besos y a los tuyos ya borró. Ya no pierdas más tu tiempo y ya lo nuestro terminó. Me cansé de tus maltratos, tus desprecios, tus mentiras, eso no merezco yo.
And the song was written by
Beto Ramon.
Beto Ramon, and you record, um,
Independent artists. However, I record out of Freddie.
and so I'm guessing that comes with like the producer and everybody who would, be
Yeah.
a part of making the song. Okay, cool. That's the cool thing about being an independent artist.
You could do
We,
anything.
get- yeah. How's the dynamic of having your husband as a manager?
Well, I always fire him and rehire him.
I love that. He's fired every day.
And then I tell him, okay, I'm sorry, you're hired again. There was
Hey,
one time
you.
I said to him, I said, you're fired. So then I needed to go to San Antonio for a gig. And he's like, I don't know how you're gonna get there. I said, it's okay, I'll call an Uber. And so then after that, he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I got ways to get there. Hello. You're not the only
Right?
one that
That's too. I know. Are y'all pretty good at leaving it at work and then like just not taking it into your family life?
Mhm.
Are y'all good at keeping it separate?
Sometimes it's like when I tell him, okay, yeah, you're fired, we're just for that little bit, we're disputing. It's something over little small stuff. And like he was complaining because when I go out of town to do my gigs, I take a lot of clothes. I
Right.
take a lot of my shoes because I don't know which ones I'm gonna wear. You know what I mean? And anything
You
can
have options.
have a what is it called? One of those malfunction. Something could pop up or anything. So I'm over
Yeah.
here all his clothes and I have my shoes and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, you have so much clothes. Why are you taking all of this? And I'm like, well, then I won't do the gig. So that's
Right.
what
Yeah.
that was.
You have to have options. You have to have multiple outfits,
Yes,
and in my case, multiple wigs, hair. Me, I'm like, put all the wigs, put all the outfits, and we'll see how I feel that day, whatever I'm vibing with. That's why sometimes I wear like a platinum blonde, with the red in the hair, the pink and all that. Sometimes I have purple hair, but it just depends on the vibe that I'm feeling that day. So I have to have options. We have to have options.
and I a whole bunch of shoes. And then sometimes I end up wearing the same shoes, and I took all these other shoes, and I'm like, why did I bring all these shoes?
It's like these are comfortable. I can dance in these.
And that's why he gets upset.
Fabulous. your
Oh my,
style is always I like how you change it up a lot, like you'll do your Hawaiian inspired outfits, and then sometimes you're all blinged out and you're looking like Beyonce and stuff.
I try to combine the two cultures however I can. Not only through my through my music, but the way I present myself.
Right.
I'm dressed like let's say if I dress like a cowboyish kind of, I'll put my little Hawaiian crown, and vice
Yeah.
versa. If I'm
Mm,
dressed, I put a little cowboy hat. I kind of mix the two cultures because I mean,
right.
that's the music that I'm bringing, so I have to represent.
Out of all your songs, which one is your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
I I do actually. I think that is one of my favorites. It's easy to sing, and it's like something that it's a tune that will stay in your head over and over, and it's replaying in my mind all the time. You know.
Yeah, it's
So
addicting. Just like the song is called. Well, okay, so I heard you were going to be performing. Is it? You're going to be performing in Houston, right?
actually, I have an interview with hopefully I say it right, SCP, I think, right?
Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, there.
I'm hoping if when I get there, or somebody will invite me to I'll do a gig,
Uh,
I'll already be there. So I want to go check out their venues and stuff like that, and kind of get me going that way as well.
you
Uh,
should, because Houston is so um it's so much culture there. I used to live in Houston,
really,
and oh my God, I loved it. If I could, I would move back, but I'm hoping to move to San Antonio next year. So, but yeah, Houston would love you, bro. I mean, if you performed there, that they have an appreciation for talent, and they
yes,
know, and you're amazing. So I know that they'll love you. So I'm hoping you get the opportunity to perform there.
yes, I'm hoping too. So anybody in the Houston area, if you want to check out Chrissy E Music, I mean, it'll be great, for all of us.
Yeah. And where can everybody find you on social media? If people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
So I have, of course, I have all social medias, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I haven't gotten on my Snap in a long time, so I don't know. I don't even think it's. I lost my password, to be honest with you. So if you go to my Chrissy E page on my Facebook, which I need followers, I need
Yeah,
more.
I'll follow Chrissy.
Yes, their information is on there, so that has my email to get a hold of us, and it has my husband's, which is my manager, his phone number,
Okay.
to us if they want to book us for any kind of gigs. I am, however, looking for a
Are
band.
available. You're available for gigs right now, right?
Yes, I am. I'm looking for a band. We're trying to put together a band. It's a lot more better, more entertainment. I mean, I love doing tracks. Don't get me wrong.
Right, right.
The band, it's a lot better because I get to kind of rest in between. Like as they're
Yeah.
playing in their instruments. Because with a track you have to continue going because it's the instrumental is a little bit, I don't know, faster, I can
It's
say.
faster, and when you're singing live with a band,
It's
they can
more,
kind of feel
uh,
you out.
yes, that's why I'm looking for a band.
Yeah.
So if interested, I need an accordion player, a pianist, guitar, you name it, drums.
Yeah, bass. You need all that, and so if anybody out there, especially if you live in the Corpus Christi
Okay.
area, and you want to be a part of something amazing, get a hold of Chrissy and start your musical journey. I mean, if you this is the thing, is that we're in this together, you know what I mean? And it would be amazing to see you up there with a band because your music is so lively, and then you got the dancers. You're one of the first ones. I think you're like probably one of the first ones that I saw with backup dancers. The last time they really did that was Selena back in the you know in the
Yeah.
80s. Mm-hmm. When she did that, Enamorada de Ti at the Tejano Music Award.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I have my backup dancers, and they're willing to go with me, wherever I go. But I mean, is the venue willing to pay? That's another thing about.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things, unfortunately in this industry, it can be hard, and but I think that you're doing so good, and I think that people love your music. I can tell that. I know that your music is going to be it's going to be big, and people are going to be able to relate to your music because it's so relatable. The love songs, just
Music for
feeling
everybody.
good. Yeah, and all ages.
Yeah.
And you're exposing people in Hawaii to Tejano music.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry?
I was invited to go to the Philippines, to do
Yeah. Yes. That's
and
amazing.
but again, that's like a financial, you have to have the budget, to get there.
Yeah. Traveling is expensive.
It is.
So
Yeah.
it's true. That's amazing that you're reaching, audiences all over the world, and that's the cool thing about having your music on these digital platforms,
Mm.
that anybody can hear and discover Chrissy E.
Yes.
What's that?
Have you ever had mochi?
No.
What
What
is
is that?
mochi? Mochi.
Mochi?
Mochi.
What kind of
It's
food is
like a Chinese or
Oh,
Japanese. It's
and
ice cream, Jazz. Let's try this.
yeah.
Mmm.
Good.
That's tasty.
I have to try it. And I have a taste testing that I have to do after this because my sister Sky made some delicious tostadas, ground beef tostadas with all the goodies on top. So I'm gonna try that here in a little bit. But I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you being patient with me and me trying to get it together. You're my very first interview, and I appreciate it. And I wish you all the best in your career and in just in life. I wish you all the happiness and the blessings because
Likewise.
you are one of the sweetest people, one of the most
Aw.
humble people that I've ever met. And I think that you're gonna go far, and I can't wait to see everything that life has in store for you.
Yes, both of us. We're gonna go forward. Like I said, we're gonna make history.
I agree. Well, thank you so much, Chrissy. I hope that you'll be back soon. And you guys don't forget to follow her on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram. Her music is all on all digital platforms, so you can listen to her music 24/7. And her new single will be out very soon, April 13th. So
Right.
please check that out. And we'll see y'all next time.
And it's aloha means hello and goodbye.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Chrissy. We'll see you soon.
Hasta luego.